Hey everybody, just wanted to throw 2 cents in on this whole gas stove culture war thing. First of all, I want to ask any of you, homesteaders, preppers, primitive skills people, how many of you have a gas or propane lot out back behind your homestead? Anybody? Anybody have a gas or propane lot behind their homestead? I want to know how gas stoves are any mark of an independent or sustainable homestead. Where's the gas coming from? Because unless it's coming from your land and your backyard, it's coming from a giant multi-billion-dollar corporation. So you're not thumbing your nose at the government or the man by having a gas stove or burning oil or whatever you use to heat your house or cook your food on. Unless it's coming off of your land, you are dependent on a giant corporation and the government who sets the prices for that stuff. So if you want to be an independent homestead and have a future where you're heating for your house and your cooking and your hot water are independent of big government and the man behind all the problems, the men behind all the problems, big corporations, big oil, big gas, then you're not going to want a gas stove. You're going to want wood in a woodlot. If you live somewhere where it's very cold in the wintertime, you don't want to spend hundreds of dollars of your hard-earned money on buying gas, propane, or oil, which is killing the planet. I don't know why more people don't give a shit about that. Like, you're not gonna have any future at all if we keep burning fossil fuels. And you're giving people who are already extraordinarily wealthy and making life miserable for everyone on the planet more wealth and more money when you buy fossil fuels. So, independent homestead that is wanting to be free of big government and the man, you're not going to want a gas stove. So who cares if they're banning new gas stoves? That's the other thing. Nobody, this is ridiculous. Nobody is coming to barge in your house and take your stupid gas stove, alright? The gas stove ban that they were proposing, that I don't even know if they're going through with now because of the stupid uproar about it, was to ban new gas stoves, so they just don't make any more of them. They're out of production. They're not actually coming into anybody's house to get any of their fossil fuel infrastructure out. They just wouldn't put new gas stoves in new buildings. Newly constructed buildings, houses, apartments, housing complexes would not have a gas stove in them. So if you live out in the woods in a cabin or in a house anywhere in a rural area, I don't know why you would give a flying shit about using a gas stove, because it's not in your interest to do so anyway. Gas means you are dependent on the man. It means you're dependent on the government. You're not free, and you're not sustainable. You are absolutely beholden to gas prices, oil prices, natural gas prices, and whatever they decide to set them at. And you're funding big oil, which is a big problem right now and not cool for the whole planet. So that's my 2 cents on gas stoves. I don't know why anybody's got their panties in a bunch over that. I mean, I think people need to think a little bit more before they go all snowflake and fly into a tantrum over these stupid culture war things. I mean, who gives a shit about gas stoves? We don't need them anyway. Be independent. If you have land, use your woodlot. And if you don't, I guess sponsor a local person with a chainsaw and a truck who can cut your wood from their woodlot. But finding more ways to be independent on our heating and cooking and hot water is something we strive for here on this channel. So forget the man, forget big oil, and forget big government. You don't need a gas stove. One more thing I should throw in that I forgot to mention about gas stoves. The town I grew up in, just a year or two, probably, a couple years after I moved out and moved away from my hometown, a gas line exploded right downtown. Next to the fire station, across from the police station, and next to the local little mom and pop hardware store. And the whole house was leveled, like the roof was on the ground. The house behind it had the whole front blown off of it. And 2 little girls died, all because of a gas company that was neglectful and didn't repair their leaky gas lines that they knew were leaking. So 2 little girls died, all for what? So some company could make money off of gas without repairing their gas lines. So gas stoves are dangerous, and not just in the way the government has currently said with their studies, that the emissions in your house from the gas stove cause cancer and asthma and all that stuff, which I'm sure they do. I mean, it's not healthy to have that crap in your house. But it's really not healthy to have your house blow into pieces because some greedy-ass fucking gas company decided to not fix their gas lines. So there's another consideration about gas stoves. Alright, I'm out.